So, I heard that you were looking for a tarot reading. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that for you. Got my cards here in their little velvet cloth bag. Okay, and what is the topic of today's reading? Romance. Okay, yeah, I'd be happy to give you a reading. Now, these cards don't tell the future, but they can help you think about certain issues on your mind, or if you're having certain things are holding you back, it can help you reflect on those issues. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. My deck is the Pizza Witch deck. I think you've seen it before. It's sort of a modern, kind of cute deck. And the romance reading, there are a couple options, but I'm gonna go with this 8-card spread. Okay. So I want you to think very deeply about where you are in your romance life. Think about your significant other, or your crush, or your partner, or if there's no one, think about the romantic energy that you have in your life, or you would like to bring into your life. Okay, and you don't have to tell me. I know a lot of that can be very personal, but I want you to hold those thoughts in your mind while I shuffle the cards. Okay. And can you cut them for me? Thank you. Alright, now the first card in this spread. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with this spread as others. But the first card is your current emotional state. Okay, so the first card is corny teenage poetry. Can I get that to focus? So it looks like a little binder notebook sheet. Corny teenage poetry. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten this card before, which means it doesn't describe me. Oh, I see. This is a good start for your romance card or reading. Corny teenage poetry is an all-consuming crush. One of the 5 love cards, corny teenage poetry describes the feeling of being around a new crush and not being able to play it cool. The butterflies in your stomach phase doesn't need to be a new person or a new relationship, just anyone who evokes that giddy teen crush feeling. Okay, so I think I know what is on your mind. Someone special. Okay. And the second card we're pulling for this reading is your ideas about love. And this isn't permanent, it's just sort of how you're feeling right now about love. Okay, interesting. The card I got was vertigo. 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 Now it's funny, when I pull this card, I tend to think of it literally because my migraines give me vertigo, but it's also a very metaphorical card. Vertigo. Confronted with the future, having to face big decisions or evaluate your path. The Vertigo card represents standing back and looking at all the different paths you have taken or could take. Like Vertigo, this sort of contemplation and self-criticism can feel overwhelming. Okay, and since this is your thoughts about love, this could mean a fear of commitment, thinking about the future, the different paths, the different choices available for you. That's a very common fear, but it's really up to you how you interpret this card. But I think it could also mean that you're considering making a big commitment, especially if you have an all-consuming crush. Okay, the third card in this spread is your focus. Your focus, and I like to think of this, well, we'll see what the card is. Oh, purse full of snakes. Purse full of snakes. Now this card sounds bad, but it's really not. Purse full of snakes. Let's read it. Here we go. Trying to impress someone by misrepresenting yourself. It started as a joke, asking a friend what she would say to pick up Marilyn Manson at a party. Her line was, "Hey, I have snakes in my purse." Purse full of snakes doesn't necessarily mean you're lying. It's just slightly tailoring what you would normally say or do to get on someone's good side. This could mean being extra accommodating to a superior, or pretending like something more than you actually do in order to catch pretending you like something more than you actually do in order to catch the attention of someone you admire. Okay, so this card is a little, it's not fully negative, but you could be focusing on you're misrepresenting yourself, maybe because you want to make a good impression on someone special. It could also just mean you're having anxiety or nerves about misrepresenting yourself, even if you're not. I can feel that way sometimes. Yeah. It essentially sounds a little bit like some insecurities about how you act when you're with someone special. So they could be based in reality, or they could just be anxiety, but that's something I think you'll have to examine in yourself. Okay. The next card, the next three cards, are going to be the main factors that will play a part in this romantic experience. Okay, so your next card is the serpent. The serpent. More snakes. Now these cards can be literal, so if you are like someone who really likes reptiles, this might just mean you should find someone who really likes reptiles. Okay. The serpent is health. This is the only card having to do with health and illness. Spent time in a hospital recently? The serpent card will surely show up. It could be that you're reconsidering your fitness or diet. It could be that you're coming down with something, or are worried about an upcoming doctor visit, or that someone you know is sick. The serpent. So, in terms of a romantic experience, I know from my personal life that having a chronic illness can make it hard to date or commit, feel like you can be fully invested in a relationship. So if that's a worry for you, it's something you have to consider. Could mean something else. Someone you know is sick, that could be a time sink, or it could just mean you're about to get a cold. Flu season is coming up. I do recommend getting your flu shot, because I do think that giving a special someone the flu is a surefire way to affect a relationship in a bad way. Although taking care of a special someone, that can be very romantic. So it's up to you how you interpret it. Or again, maybe that special someone just really loves snakes. Alright, the next card. Ooh, this is a dangerous card. Dagger eyes. Dagger eyes. You can see the dagger in the eyes. Dagger eyes. Let's read it. An enemy in your midst. From the coworker giving you the side eye, to in meetings, to the fear of failure, the enemy can be a person wreaking havoc on your life or anything standing in the way of your goals. So this could mean you have a competitor, another suitor is going after your crush, your special someone. Although again, it could mean anything standing in your way. But this is a dangerous card, and I don't think I can guess what it means for you. Now, this is one of the cards, again, that is going to play a part in this romantic experience. I don't think it means an end to whatever this experience is, but it is something to consider. This can also be internal. I mean, the fear of failure can be a real impediment. Again, anxieties about commitment, anxieties about being good enough for someone. Those can really affect how you act. Or, again, the purse full of snakes, misrepresenting yourself or trying to be something you're not. So, there's something that might be impeding you. Okay, and card number 7. Oh, I've never gotten this one either. The slasher flick. The slasher flick. That one sounds dangerous as well. The slasher flick. Oh, okay. It's not as bad as it sounds. Bracing yourself for something bad that, in actuality, will never come. You're watching a horror movie, the whole time cringing, ready to jump in fear. With this card, you're anticipating something terrible, but the movie isn't nearly as scary as you thought. That jump out moment never comes. So these 3 cards, we've got the serpent, dagger eyes, and the slasher flick. Health, some sort of impediment or sabotage, and a fear that doesn't come true. It sounds like there might be a lot of anxiety in pursuing the romantic course of action that you want to take. But with the slasher flick, those fears won't come to fruition. And it's more of an internal fear, an internal impediment that you can fight yourself. So I actually think, although these sound negative, the prognosis is positive. Because if you can overcome these internal feelings of doubt, you'll be okay. And there's nothing to fear. Okay, still, I think one more card to read. And that is the outcome, or what can be expected. Now, this is, well, we'll see what the card is. The makeover. And let's read it. The makeover. A change in appearance, habits, or ideas. This card can be as literal as getting your nails done or buying a new outfit with a purpose in mind. The makeover can also refer to a change of attitude. It could be the decision to stop hanging out with a person who is exhausting, to stop doing something you keep getting roped into but don't actually enjoy, or inversely, to start doing more of something that makes you feel good. I think that last option really applies here, because if you can overcome your own internal doubts and pursue this romantic experience, this decision, whatever is on your mind. It sounds like you'll come out of it with a different mindset. Maybe some happier ideas about love. Maybe less fears. And who knows, maybe a better relationship or a new relationship. Yeah, I think this is a really positive reading. And it sounds like there's someone really important on your mind. And, yeah, it can be difficult to struggle with our own internal insecurities and anxieties, but it sounds like if you can do it, the payoff will be worth it. Well, and if I'm wrong, I'll take you to get your nails done myself. Okay. Alright, how are you feeling? Good. Okay, yeah, it's a lot to think about, but that's the point, to sort of get you thinking about where you are and where you want to be. Okay, well, good luck. Whoever this person is, they would be crazy not to like you, not to want to be